So what happens now?
I'm looking for someone. It's my son.
It isn't just about the people you leave behind. It's about the people you haven't met yet.
So the storyteller creates a world for himself. He's king of his castle, has a beautiful princess. Even though his life was absolutely perfect, he had the feeling he should be somewhere else, with someone else.
If you believe in something strongly enough, who's to say if it's real or not?
The last pieces of the jigsaw were falling into place. The girl I was supposed to save was running out of time. When you're lost, you're willing to believe anything. I'll be waiting and watching.
My name is Franklyn, and this is a true story. There are things in this world that you can never forget. There's a day in my life I truly can never forget. On the 6th day of September 1997, the whole world was watching. I turned on my TV, but I didn't want to listen to the broadcasters on Meantime TV. So I turned to my brothers, and to amazement, this is what I heard.
As a mark of respect in memory of Diana, Princess of Wales, who is being laid to rest today, Kiss 100 has suspended its regular schedule. As a mark of respect in memory of Diana, Princess of Wales, who was laid to rest today, Kiss 100 has suspended its regular schedule. Normal programming is from 9 this evening.
The brothers had paid a big respect to the moments of that day. Then they put on global communication, and around 3 a.m. I heard the news on the radio.
Claudine Astles. Diana, Princess of Wales, is being laid to rest at her family home in Northamptonshire. The private burial is taking place on an island in a lake in the grounds of Althorp Park. Reporter John Goddell saw the funeral cortege arrive.
After such a public goodbye to a lady who won the hearts of millions, the People's Princess is now being laid to rest at a private ceremony in the grounds of her ancestral home. Her coffin was met by villagers at the gates of the estate. Some knew her personally.
There were many people that knew her personally. Every time I looked at the movie, they kept saying her name was Eva Green. Could Franklyn have known her?
Once inside, Prince Charles, his sons William and Harry and the Earl Spencer made their way to an island in a lake on the estate. It was one of Diana's favourite places. Her sons are now saying a private goodbye to the mother they shared with all of us. John Goodell, Althorp House.
Franklyn was always known as a dancer, a dancer, a dancer.
Outside the Abbey, we could hear the applause as everybody, the people power, showed itself again.
Ex-cricketer Imran Khan also paid tribute, reminding us of Diana's tireless charity work and her recent visit to his hospital. The world stood still for Diana as mourners across the world joined to say goodbye. Jamie Stevenson, Central London.
Dancer Wayne Sleep says the service reflected the power of the princess.
I was worried that it was going to...
Franklyn was always known as a dancer.
The star of the show was her brother, that speech he made. And when we in the Abbey weren't clapping, the clapping started outside and we could hear it inside. And that's when it was taken up by the people inside. And I think that's another breakthrough in the red tape, that she was so determined to change. So I think she scored another point.
Betty Andrew was a former cook and housekeeper at Diana's family home. She says she'll always remember the princess as a typical happy-go-lucky teenager.
Well, I knew her when she was 14. She was a really lovely girl. She looked after her brother when he came home from school. And she loved dancing, swimming. She used to come into the kitchen and help me cook when I was cook there.
Millions more around the world paid tribute to Diana. Some of the biggest memorial events were held in America, as Paul Woodley reports.
It was the middle of the night in America when the funeral took place, and video shops reported a surge in sales of tapes, people wanting to record it. In New York's Times Square, British tourist George Blenko watched recorded coverage on a giant outdoor TV screen and marvelled at the outpouring of emotion here.
I'm a royalist, but I didn't realise how much she was loved and cared by the people throughout the world. You know, it's tremendous, really.
There have been memorial services already in several US cities. The biggest will be next weekend in New York Central Park. Paul Woodley in New York.
The Prime Minister and his wife will have lunch tomorrow with the Queen at Balmoral. It'll be Tony and Cherie's first visit there. They're expected to stay overnight in Scotland ahead of a day's campaigning on Monday. Queues to sign the books of condolence are growing quickly at the entrance of the State Apartments of Kensington Palace. 36 have been reopened for the public to sign, around 50,000 people have registered since they were first opened at St. Louis Palace.
My name is Franklyn.